Hi, everybody. Thank you. My name is Christopher Carmona, and I would like to start with a simple question. What happens to education when students can get any answers in just seconds? Well, today, artificial intelligence is everywhere, right? The students use it to translate, to summarize, solve problems, and sometimes to avoid doing the work themselves. And for many teachers, this creates fear. But I believe something different. AI is not the end of learning. In fact, it's the beginning of a new kind of learning. I've been a teacher for several years, and I've seen students memorize, repeat, forget, and just move on. They study to pass, but not to understand. They focus on grades, but not on growth. One day, a student told me, "Why should I learn this if AI can do it for me?" At first, I didn't know what to say, but then I realized this question is exactly why we need to rethink education. Because if AI can give answers instantly, then the real value of school is not the answer, it's the thinking behind the answer. So today, I want to share a simple idea with you. In a world where AI is everywhere, our job is not to teach students to pass tests anymore. Our job is to teach them how to think, question, and learn for life. But here's the problem. For years, education has rewarded speed, memorization, and correct answers. But AI is faster. AI memorizes everything. AI always has an answer. So if we keep teaching the same way, students will stop seeing the point of learning. We need to shift from teaching content into teaching thinking. So here is my transformation proposal for you. Number one, teach students how to learn, not just what to learn. Students need to understand their own learning process, how they remember, how they solve problems, how they stay curious, how they manage frustration. These skills last longer than any exam, I can promise. Number two, use AI as a tool, not as a shortcut. Instead of banning AI from our classrooms, we can teach students to use it responsibly, to explore ideas, to compare answers, to check understanding, to get feedback, or even to practice languages. AI becomes a partner in learning, not a replacement for thinking. And number three, focus on questions, not answers. In the past, teachers asked questions and students gave answers. Now, AI can give answers instantly. So, the real skill is learning to ask better questions. Questions like, why does this matter? How do we know this is true? What are the consequences? What's missing? AI can give information, but only humans can give meaning. Imagine a classroom where students use AI to explore a topic, but then they must explain the idea in their own words, connected to real life, and reflect on why they learned. Or imagine a writing assignment where AI helps with structure, but the student must provide the ideas, the voice, and the story. In this kind of classroom, AI supports learning, but thinking still belongs to the student. So, this is what I expect as an impact. What changes when we teach this way? I consider that students become more curious, they take more ownership of their learning, they also stop fearing mistakes and start using them to grow. They learn to question information, not just accept it. and they develop skills that AI cannot replace, like creativity, judgment, empathy, communication, and of course, critical thinking. These are the skills that shape a life, not just a grade. So, AI can give answers. Yeah, we all know that. But it cannot give purpose. It cannot give passion. It cannot give meaning. That is our job. That is the job of education. So instead of asking, how do we stop students from using AI? Let's ask a better question. How do we prepare students to think in a world where AI is everywhere? Because when we teach the students to learn, like truly learn, they don't just pass a class, they gain the power to shape their future. Thank you.